Okay, girls, this is 9B, Rules, Tables, and Graphs. A rule is an equation, and it describes the relationship between two variables. So mostly in ours, it's going to be x and y. So as a rule is an equation, and it has an x and a y in it, okay? It doesn't always have x and y, but for our purposes, it will because of our coordinate plane. A linear relationship will result in a straight graph. Linear means straight line. I'm just going to circle that. Straight line. Okay, that's what linear means. For two variables, a linear rule is often written with y as the subject. See that? So y is here by itself, then the equal sign, then everything else on the other side, the x on the other side. One way to graph a linear relationship is to use the following steps. So we're going to do that. We're going to construct a rule, we're going to plot, and we're going to draw the line. Okay, this one says, find the rule for, there's the rule, find the graph. Okay, so over here, they've given me some x's here, on here, and I just need to put a couple in. I could maybe put 1 in, and 3 in, and -1 and -3. You could have picked 2 and 4 and 0. Maybe I will pick 0 as well. Okay, so I'm going to put in, going from this way, -3, -1, 0, 1, and 3. I don't need that many, so I'm not going to worry about it, okay? If you have a few in there, that's plenty. Really, 2 is enough, but and you're right, maybe we'll put some extras. Okay, now, I have to show some working here. So I'm going to go y equals 2, and that means 2 times. So 2 times -3 minus 1. Oops, -3 minus 1. You could use your calculator right now, or you could use your brain, and you can go, when y is -3, x is -3, y is, let's see, that's -6 minus 1, -7. Maybe use your calculator. Then I'm going to put in -1 for x. I'm going to get y equals 2 times -1 minus 1. And that'll give me -3. And when I put in 0, I get -1. And when I put in 1, I get, I'll do it like this. Y equals 2 times 1 minus 1. That's 2 minus 1, or 1. And when I put in 3, I get y equals 2 times 3 minus 1. So that's 6 minus 1, or 5. Okay, so I've got all those points. Now I'm going to go over here and plot the points. So I get -3, -7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, -7. Just enough. Sometimes you have to go off the grid a little bit. It's all right. -1, -3. I'm going to go quite quickly. 0, -1. 1, 1. You can see why you didn't need to put a lot of points because they're just all falling straight in the same line. 3, 4, 5. Can you see? That's beautiful. I put my ruler down. And they just fall all straight in the same line. That's because the equation is set up in a certain way. And that way is y by itself, then equal to something times x, and a number maybe on there too. Okay, that's great. Okay, let's do the other one. It says decide if these points lie on this graph. Okay, so here are the x values. So I'm going to put the 1 in here and the -2 in here. And I'm going to use this equation. And I'm going to go y equals 3 times 1, which is 3. So is 1, 3, 1, 3? Yes. Yes, this is actually on that graph. I can see it. I'm going to put in -2 now. Y equals 3 times, the x is -2. You can see it there. I get y equals -6. Oh, no, they're asking me if it's -4, and it's actually -6. So no. It doesn't lie on there. All right, you don't need to build a table for that if you don't want. Those are questions.